Some things are better left unsaid, while others are best kept to oneself. Throughout history, powerful individuals, kingdoms, and empires have risen and fallen due to revealed secrets. Secrets hold significant power, acting as both shields and swords, either guarding us or leading to our downfall. What if there are secrets so vital, so essential, that they should never be shared with just anyone? The ancient Stoics understood this concept well, practicing silence and discretion to protect themselves from harm and maintain their dignity. In this discussion, we will explore 10 subjects recommended by Stoics to be kept secret and never revealed to anyone. These subjects are interconnected and crucial to understand. By adhering to these principles of secrecy, one can navigate life with wisdom and resilience. It's important to stay tuned until the end to grasp the significance of each secret and why they are integral to Stoic philosophy. Number 1. Keep your future plans undisclosed. Feeling the gaze of others, curious about your next steps, is a common experience. There's strength in quietly holding on to your future plans rather than sharing them freely. Your dreams and ambitions are precious, and keeping some details private adds a layer of mystery and unpredictability to your journey. In today's world, where everyone seems eager to share, there's power in discretion, letting your actions speak louder than words. History teaches us the dangers of boasting prematurely. Napoleon Bonaparte's overconfidence and openness about his plans often led to his downfall, as seen in the Battle of Waterloo. Similarly, business moguls like Howard Hughes kept their ventures secret, maintaining a strategic advantage over competitors. In a connected world filled with social media, embracing Stoicism reminds us of the value in a measured approach and the freedom it grants us to adapt without external pressure. As Seneca wisely said, if a person doesn't know to which port they sail, no wind is favorable. It's essential to set our course, but share it only when necessary, mostly with ourselves. Holding on to your future plans doesn't imply fear or uncertainty. It demonstrates a profound understanding of the world's dynamics. By preserving the sanctity of your journey, you ensure that when the world witnesses your steps, they are deliberate, steadfast, and always one move ahead. Number 2, keep your personal successes to yourself. In life, there's a quiet satisfaction when we achieve something, whether it's big or small. However, in today's fast-paced world, we often feel pressured to share our accomplishments with others. The Stoic path suggests embracing and cherishing our achievements internally, rather than seeking external validation. Validation from within is sustainable and genuine. Broadcasting achievements can sometimes lessen their significance, turning personal milestones into mere conversation topics. This isn't to say we shouldn't share our successes with loved ones, but rather to be discerning about when and with whom we share them. When we internalize and appreciate our own growth and achievements, we become self-reliant. This self-reliance shields us from the unpredictable ups and downs of external praise and criticism. History is filled with stories of those who boasted about their successes and faced unforeseen consequences. One such tale is that of Icarus, who flew too close to the sun despite warnings, leading to his downfall. Embracing success with humility doesn't diminish its significance, it reinforces it. In today's connected world, we have the opportunity to choose whom we share our achievements with thoughtfully. So the next time you achieve something, take a moment to cherish it before deciding who to share it with. Number 3, keep your weaknesses hidden. Every person, even heroes, have weaknesses that can lead to their downfall. These vulnerabilities are like tender parts of our minds and need protection. It's not about hiding them, but treating them with respect. Our perspective shapes how we see our vulnerabilities, and embracing them is important for growth. Keeping them private allows us to work on them without external judgment. Throughout history, many famous figures were aware of their vulnerabilities but kept them private, using them as motivation. For example, Abraham Lincoln faced failures and depression, which he internalized to shape his empathy and leadership. Conversely, Julius Caesar's trust in allies led to his downfall. These stories emphasize the importance of handling vulnerabilities carefully to avoid undoing. In today's world, there's pressure to share everything, but there's strength in selective silence. It's okay to keep some vulnerabilities private, as mysteries have their allure. Strength can also come from the chapters left unread in our lives. It's about recognizing, cherishing, and working on vulnerabilities without feeling obligated to expose them to the world. Number 4, keep your personal progress private. When you're growing as a person, it's like a caterpillar transforming inside its cocoon, a profound change happening within you, not visible to others. Imagine if that caterpillar kept announcing every small progress. It would distract and maybe even hinder its transformation. Similarly, there's value in keeping your personal growth journey to yourself. Each step you take to better yourself, every new insight you gain, is precious. But not all treasures are meant to be shown off. Some are meant to be felt deep within. Sharing your progress can be therapeutic and inspiring for others, but the Stoics believed in reflecting on your growth rather than boasting about it. Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live," emphasizing learning over broadcasting. In today's world, where sharing every moment has become normal, it's important to pause and ask yourself why you're sharing. Is it for validation or genuine connection? Reflecting on Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, we realize that personal growth is a deeply personal journey, and everyone has their own opinions about it. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than constant updates. Ultimately, the person you become through your growth will be the strongest testament to your journey, louder than any announcement you could make. Number 5, never expose your self-doubt. Have you ever felt uncertain about a decision, held back by doubts whispering in your mind? These doubts, am I good enough? What if I fail? Often keep us from reaching our potential. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge and address these insecurities privately before exposing them to the world. It suggests that our own judgments about events, not the events themselves, trouble us the most. In today's world, our insecurities can be amplified by external voices and conflicting advice, adding to our confusion. Instead of seeking validation from others, consider confronting these doubts in the quiet space of introspection. Challenge and reason with them privately, away from the public eye. Solitude can be powerful in taming the unruly voices of self-doubt, allowing you to focus on addressing them without distraction. Isn't it wiser to mend the leaks in your boat privately before inviting others to watch it sink? By giving your undivided attention to your internal struggles, you can effectively confront and overcome them. So, embrace solitude, engage with your doubts, and let your understanding be your guide, not the opinions of others. Number 6, avoid embracing excessive comfort. Sometimes keeping our adventures to ourselves might seem strange, but there's a reason behind it. When we share every challenge or risk we take, the focus can shift from personal growth to seeking approval from others. Stoicism teaches us that true growth comes from within, not from external validation. For example, if you decide to wake up early to read or take a walk in the rain, you don't have to announce it to the world. These actions are about your own journey, not a performance for others to applaud. Historically, even great leaders like Alexander the Great understood the importance of humility and facing challenges. He would sleep on the ground and eat simple food alongside his soldiers to remind himself of life's realities. It wasn't for show, but to stay grounded amidst luxury. In today's fast-paced world, where comfort is easily accessible, it's important to remember that our struggles are real and meaningful. Embracing challenges quietly helps shape us into stronger individuals. While comfort is tempting, venturing into the unknown helps us discover parts of ourselves we often overlook. So don't be afraid to take those secret strolls into the unfamiliar. It's in those moments that we truly grow and rediscover ourselves. Number 7. Engage in quiet struggles. In every person you meet, there's a whole world of stories. Some stories are told out loud, while others remain silent. These silent stories are made up of challenges and personal struggles that shape who we are. They are powerful because they influence our thoughts and behaviors, pushing us to grow and overcome our limits. Just like strong steel is forged in intense heat, we are shaped by our internal battles. These struggles remind us that it's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that truly matters. We've all faced moments when we wrestled with our thoughts and carried burdens unknown to others. However, it's important to be selective about who we share our battles with. Not everyone will truly understand or support us. While it may be tempting to share everything, there's strength in keeping some struggles private. These battles become a testament to our resilience, our personal victories. In today's world, there's pressure to share everything, especially on social media. But there's power in choosing what to keep private. Some struggles are best kept within ourselves, serving as reminders of our strength and growth. Not every ear is attuned to the depth of our struggles, and sometimes the most meaningful transformation happens in quiet reflection. Number 8. Avoid disclosing personal grievances. Carrying grudges is like drinking poison and hoping the other person suffers. It's a heavy burden, always weighing on your mind and rarely achieving anything useful. However, dealing with personal grievances quietly can help you find inner peace and self-control. Instead of venting every annoyance, you build resilience by handling problems internally, much like the teachings of Stoicism. Sharing every irritation not only spreads negativity, but also seeks validation for your feelings. By holding back and reflecting, you give yourself time to evaluate if your grievance is valid and if it should affect your state of mind. Often you'll realize many grievances are fleeting and not worth your energy. For the valid ones, addressing them directly is more satisfying and productive than just talking about them. Looking at history, we see the tragic outcomes of letting personal grievances consume us, like the deadly duel between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton. Both men paid dearly for their mutual animosity, with Hamilton losing his life and Burr his reputation. Their story warns us of the dangers of letting grievances dictate our actions. In today's fast-paced world, there's pressure to vent as a form of therapy, but Stoicism suggests the opposite approach. It's about understanding grievances internally, addressing their roots, and acting wisely. So, next time you feel annoyed, take a moment to reflect before deciding if voicing your grievance will truly make a difference, because sometimes silence brings the most peace and victory. Number 9. Do not expose the silent yearnings of your heart. Have you ever felt a surge of excitement from a small, seemingly insignificant idea? Maybe it was a dream you held close, like learning a new instrument or dancing in the rain. These personal desires often get lost in the noise of daily life. We might feel the urge to share them, to make them real, but speaking too soon can invite unwanted opinions that might squash our dreams. Not everyone will understand our aspirations, like wanting to play the ukulele or suddenly taking up gardening. and that's okay. As an ancient philosopher once said, dreams whispered to the heart are for the soul, not the crowd. Reflecting on history, even the renowned Socrates didn't write down his thoughts. Much of what we know about him comes from his student Plato. This absence of direct writings adds a layer of mystery to his beliefs and desires. It's a reminder that not everything needs to be exposed. Some treasures are best kept close. In a world where everything is showcased, take a moment to nurture the dreams you haven't shared yet. Let them grow in the quiet of your heart until they're ready to face the world, both praise and criticism. Guard them as your secret strength, your quiet hope. They're the magic waiting to unfold, on your terms, at your pace. Number 10, conceal emotions at all times. Life is like a big painting filled with different emotions like happiness, sadness, love, and anger. Nowadays, it's common to express our feelings openly, especially with social media. But there's strength in keeping some emotions private. It's not about hiding them, but understanding that feelings are personal and complex. Sharing them immediately might not capture their true essence, and sometimes the world isn't gentle with raw emotions. Think about Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor of Rome. His personal reflections, filled with deep emotion, were kept in private notes known as meditations. He didn't publicly announce every feeling he had. Instead, he reflected on them privately. This teaches us to pause and truly understand our emotions before sharing them. In today's fast-paced world, we're often encouraged to react quickly, but there's wisdom in allowing emotions to settle before reacting. Not every feeling needs to be shared immediately. Some feelings, when preserved and reflected upon, lead to deeper understanding or transform into something else entirely. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by emotions, give yourself space to breathe. Your journey through life is personal, and not every part of it needs an audience. Some experiences are best traveled alone, only to be shared when your heart truly desires. We're grateful for your support on this journey. Your encouragement is what enables us to continue sharing enlightening content worldwide. If there's a topic you're interested in, please share it in the comments. Your feedback drives our mission to provide deeper insights. If you enjoyed today's content, consider liking and subscribing. Let's keep the pursuit of knowledge alive. Before you leave, watch this video on habits that could be affecting your daily life.